know anything tribal. They won this trophy without knowing anything tribal. If there is any tribalism in the Super Falcons team, it is VDM that brought it.
Sequel to the hosting of the Super Falcons fans and players by President Tinubu and later the indigenous players of Imo State by Governor Uzodinma. There was a statement made by the popular activist called VDM, wherein he said that the hosting by Governor Uzodinma of the Igbo people, he tagged them Igbo. As a matter of fact, he labeled the governor a tribalist. Now, that comment has generated a lot of so many controversies, especially on social media. Until now, it has not even died down. So, I have two gentlemen here who are ready to talk more about the statement of the activist known as VDM. First of all, my own name is Chidi. I have Ifeanyi and I have Okay. They are here to say something about the comment made by VDM as regards his allegation of labeling Governor Uzodinma as being tribalist. Ifeanyi,
I'm here.
you want to say something?
Well, ordinarily I wouldn't want to talk about this because it's only in Nigeria that we crown everybody that appears on the social media as an activist. So ordinarily I wouldn't want to talk about this because as far as I'm concerned, the person in question is not an activist. If you are chasing clouds, you can do whatever you want to do. Chase whatever you want to chase. So his comments, I have looked at it and I discovered that he lacks a knowledge of history. Probably he doesn't understand even current affairs. Because if he's aware of Nigeria where he stays as a member or as a Nigerian citizen, he would have been aware that there is absolutely nothing wrong in celebrating your own person. And what he tagged Igbo, there's a problem in Nigeria. This Igbophobia, we've been hearing about it for so many years. It's actually during this era of social media that it became very obvious that most people, that the only thing they feel happy about doing is to castigate the Igbos. Even when the Igbos do something right. Tell me this. What is wrong in a governor celebrating his own girls? If this governor in question had called all the Super Falcons players to celebrate them, some people will still say he's challenging the president.
No, the question, sorry, I want to come in there. The question that should be asked is, was VDM even aware that the guests is hosted were indigenous of Imo in the first place?
Let me tell you this. The thing is that's why I said he's not an activist. He reacted based on the information he was given, and he didn't verify to know whether the girls that Uzodinma hosted are actually from Imo. Because if you listen to him, he was saying Igbo. He doesn't even know there are up to 11 Igbos in that team. Uzodinma hosted the girls from his own state. So the young man was only after castigating Igbo because whoever sent him told him, go and finish the Igbos. And he believed he has the page, he has the space to talk down on the Igbos. Hence, you have the space in Nigeria, you have the media space. The most interesting thing is to talk down on the Igbos. And if you listen to him very well, he was saying it and linking it to changing of streets in Lagos, which means he has an agenda. The agenda is, he is the most tribalistic person I've ever seen, because if you watch him, he was linking it to tribes, linking it between Igbos and Lagos, which means he has an agenda. He knows what he's doing. If he doesn't know what he's doing, let him tell me whether he was on coma when some governors in the West were hosting their own players after the World Cup. Was he on coma then? Was he well then? Or did he travel out of Nigeria? He was in this country, and if you listen to him very well, it's an agenda that some people are pushing. Castigating the Igbos is something that most Nigerians feel very well. It makes them to derive joy a lot. And we are tired of these things. And that's why I'm here to say that what he said was very wrong, and I think he should immediately apologize to the Igbos because he lacked knowledge of what he was saying.
Okay, I think she will be there. Okay.
The issue, I feel very, very bad about it. I'm almost emotional about it. It's very, very unfortunate. You know, tribalism makes people go blind.
Yeah.
VDM, I used to have a lot of respect for him before now, but very, very dark man. I'm very, very disappointed. Very, very disappointed because you were so blinded that we are talking of 6 or 7 girls from Imo State who were hosted by their governor, and you are saying Igbo, 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 Igbo. It brings, you know, we should look at the bigger picture, which is what I'm talking about, meritocracy. You are not happy that these girls are being hosted. Some people have called the team a Biafran team because we had 11 Igbo girls out of the 24.
Are they really 11?
They are up to 11. They're
Something
not less
like
than
I
11.
think they are more than 11.
They may be 11 or 12. And you are not happy. We are talking of meritocracy. If you are good enough to be in the team, be in the team. If all of you are from Katsina State or from one local government in Katsina, from Daura, and all of you are good enough to be in the team, be in the team. That is why Super Eagles has died. Quota system. You want to make sure that an Hausa person is in the team. You want to make sure that a Rivers person is in the team. Or you even put an Hausa coach. Sometimes you will do the coaching, you are doing it like a rotational presidency. You understand? We won a cup. That is where our nationhood is at a crossroads. Our nationhood is endangered by all these types of things. If a governor, some people are not even happy that Tinubu hosted these girls. And people are beginning to, even some Nigerians, some people were even angry that these girls were winning. Some people are even saying that, oh, they are Christians, and why should they win? And we are Muslims. They want the Muslim team, the Moroccan team should win. We saw a lot of things.
Okay.
It exposes the fault lines in the Nigerian Federation and in the Nigerian nation. It's a very big problem. It's big. You see a lot of people you think they are reasonable, and behind, underneath, there's this tribalistic, you know, this thing in them. Tribalistic stake in them. If somebody told you that somebody like VeryDarkMan would be a tribalist of that type, that the time that a country is rejoicing, people are shedding tears of joy. People are happy that we won a cup, that we are having bragging rights in Africa, which all the almost 300 million Nigerians should celebrate. Even him, he's angry that the governor saw the ones from his state. I think VeryDarkMan is from Edo State. If it turns out that nobody from Edo State, from that team, is from Edo State, which I believe there must be 1 or 2 people from Edo State. If the governor doesn't want to host his people, it's his business. Every governor, you know, has the choice of hosting his people or not hosting his people. That is my take.
Okay.
In Igbo adage, as a that is simply what Hope Uzodinma did. Even the one of Abia, I heard that the Abia state government is also getting ready to host their own people. Or unless they will be scared.
The government did it after
Unless they will be scared because of what this man is saying, begin to make and say tribalist. What is tribalist about it?
It's all right. You see, I made a post after watching that video by VDM, and I wrote something wherein I condemned what VDM was saying. And there, some people were making defense for VDM, and the defense they were making for him is that perhaps he was not reading people's comments, because I saw badges of evidences, pictures showing that hosting of indigenous players is an age-long tradition in Nigeria. It did not start this year. It did not start with Uzodinma. So the defense some of them were making for him, what is that they don't think that VDM reads the comment of people. That if he had read it, he would have pulled down the post. So how true is that? Do you think that you fall in that line too?
I fall in that line, and I'm telling you, he is reading those things.
Okay.
But when you have an agenda, you claim you are blind. Listen to me, communication is not a one-way thing. When you dish out information, you expect feedback. So how can you send a video out to a people you don't want to see their own feedback? You see those things. Let me tell you, if you go through the list of that thing very well, you have a lot of people from the western part, I mean the Yoruba part. They are also there.
They're also there.
Now, see where we have an issue. Even these girls that won this thing, they are happy for each other. They are not even angry. Why is VDM carrying more than the belief? These girls are not angry in any way. If you go to the camp of these girls, they all celebrate. There was a time Shomo Okafor's mother was in the camp. She's a Malawian. She was dancing with her daughter. Some other girls joined them, and they don't even know anything tribal. They won this trophy without knowing anything tribal. If there is any tribalism in the Super Falcons team, it is VDM that brought it, because those girls love each other. What I'm telling you here is that he knows what he's doing. That thing was a deliberate move. And if anything happens to the Super Falcons team and they lose the unity they have in that team, people like him must be held responsible. Listen, speech is free, but some statement people make should be handled properly. He was the one that introduced that into the team. If you look at the Super Eagles, you may have problem with the Super Eagles, but the Super Falcons have always been a united team. Except, although I know those girls are too smart, majority of them were not even born here. Some of them are well educated, so they can't listen to a man like VDM. They have gone above his own level of listening.
And for him to now join it with the
renaming of streets.
Renaming of streets in Lagos.
Shows you he knows what he's doing.
They are saying, okay, why are you people complaining that streets that were formerly named after Igbos, like the Charlie Boy Street, that was now named after Bado, Olumide. Now you are now saying that why are we complaining about that when we are now when the governor is hosting,
and that is who they call an activist.
So is it not being tribalistic? Such a sensitive issue as that renaming of street, that is what he's using to chase clouds. It's terrible.
All right.
It's terrible. He should pull down the post and apologize. If not, I want to say it categorically that VDM is now a tribalist, a tribal bigot.
Well, viewers, you have heard from the two gentlemen, but then I also noticed something in that Super Falcons thing when you were saying they were united. There are some Muslims among them, but when they sing together. Christian songs, they sing together. I noticed it, and within themselves, they don't complain. They see themselves as one. I even saw the Muslims among them singing the Christian songs. So it's a unity thing. For now, we would like to go on break, and we'll come back later to continue this discussion. Thank you very much. Thank you, okay? Thank you, Ifeanyi.
Thank you so much.